This is the first time that we will be doing the home-based assessment with the purpose of addressing the blood lead poisoning, especially among children. We are here today in the house of Mr. and Mrs. Ronnie Ravara to conduct this home-based assessment to test their cookware, toys, spices, and any other product that might be possible sources of lead. This is in connection with the rapid market survey that we just conducted recently, and in that survey we found out that some of those consumer goods actually contain lead. So this time we will see if those consumer goods reach this home.
Mrs. Ravara wasn't aware of lead poisoning and that items she uses every day in her home may be poisoning her children and damaging their brains. Her family was among some 3,000 children and pregnant women who took part in the very first nationwide blood lead monitoring program that Pure Earth worked with the government's Food and Nutrition Research Institute. The result of this first nationwide survey showed that 8.76% of participating children have elevated blood lead levels. From that, we can estimate that 1 million children in the Philippines ages 5 to 9 years old are lead poisoned. That's 1 million children burdened with lower IQs and learning difficulties who may never reach their full potential. And yet, lead remains an invisible threat to many families.
We will select few of those items we have tested and bring them to the laboratory for confirmatory testing. So we will go back to Ma'am Richelle to give her the feedback, what were the results, what were the lead level of those items, so that she can do personal intervention to protect her household from potential exposure to lead.
Nakakaba. Kasi kung ano yung resulta, sana walang maging dulot ng sakit yan sa anak.
We now have the results of our home assessments for Mrs. Ravara and her neighbors. So were the children being exposed to toxic lead right in their homes? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. We found lead in 100% of aluminum cookware samples, 50% of ceramic foodwares, 28% of toys, and 22% of the paints. This confirms that contaminated items are making their way from markets into homes. We're now working with the local authorities on how to help protect families like Mrs. Ravara to have lead-free cookware. Our work is now attracting the attention of health offices from local government units interested in learning how they can do similar testing in their own localities. Moreover, we also had initial discussions with the Department of Health, National Poison Management and Control Center, Food and Drug Administration, Philippine Pediatric Society, Congress, and Senate on much-needed policies and pilot interventions. And for the first time, addressing childhood lead poisoning was included in the National Environmental Health Action Plan of the Philippines to establish early detection of lead in blood, homes, markets, and the environment, and respond to detected cases. This is a big win. Mrs. Ravara is not alone. Now other families will also get the help they need. Here at Pure Earth, we turn lead pollution into lead solutions for the benefit of future generations.